Major vandalism hits the Concord campus. Find out what's being done to catch the culprits next on WMLT.
Welcome to WMLT. I'm Brian Arnold.
And I'm Rudy Rains. Concord's campus may be called the Campus Beautiful, but recently someone saw a reason to disrupt that pleasant image. Many unhappy students woke up to find out their tires had been slashed overnight. Rachel Shelton has more on the investigation to find out about the CU slasher.
Parking lot at Concord University. Our campus police tell us that just a couple of weeks ago they were doing their routine checks at night when a group of students flagged them down to inform them that they had found vehicles that had their tires slashed. Many were just like this. The incident took place after an altercation at a local entertainment hub right here in Athens between several students.
There were a total of 16 vehicles and 23 tires slashed. And the subject was booked into jail at the Southern Regional Jail for a felony charge of destruction of property.
Here at Concord, students usually do not have to be concerned about such accidents happening. Unfortunately, this was the one night when vigilance would have been helpful. Lance McDaniel, one of the unfortunate students who was a victim of this crime, tells us how he found out that his car had been vandalized.
I was walking out to my car and I noticed one guy had his tires flat. He's on the phone. I was going to get my car to go to work, and he pointed out to me that my tires were flat. I went down and saw him.
When Concord students heard about the tires being slashed, many were in shock. Athens is usually a sleepy little town with a crime rate close to zero.
Come on, we have good security on campus, and I think they deserve to be punished.
And punished they will be. Hopefully, any future problems of the sort will be discouraged by the fact that a felony may be added to one's record for such a crime. In Athens, I'm Rachel Shelton for WMLT.
Well, there is still good going on around the Concord campus. Recently, students took time out of their busy schedules to make for another successful blood drive. Krista Witt has more.
On September 25th and 26th, Concord University welcomed the American Red Cross for yet another blood drive. Let's take a look.
Every 2 seconds in America, someone needs blood. The American Red Cross serves as a bridge between over 4 million generous blood donors and millions of patients in need each year. I asked Tiffany Hurt, an American Red Cross employee, how she feels about donating blood.
We can never have enough blood. We've collected a lot of blood here at Concord, so we do appreciate everyone that's come out to help out our cause, but I do encourage everyone who wants to help out any kind of way to come see us. We're saving somebody's life. We're going to send somebody's mother, father, sister, daughter. Somebody's going home because you sit for 10-15 minutes and donate some of your blood.
I love doing it because I have a blood type that's in high demand, so I feel that it's my need to donate that blood.
If you or someone you know would like to donate blood, the Red Cross will be returning to Concord University sometime in December. Or you can call 1-800-GIVE-LIFE to schedule an appointment. From Concord University, this is Krista Witt.
A train mishap leaves one man in critical condition in Bluefield near the West Virginia state line. He was trespassing on Norfolk Southern Corporation property when he was hit by an oncoming train Monday evening. He was then transported to Graham Middle School, where HealthNet transported him to Bristol Regional Medical Center in Bristol, Tennessee. Authorities still have no identification on the man.
On Saturday, September 29th, the city of Princeton held its annual Autumn Fest. Hundreds of people came down to East Mercer Street to enjoy the festivities. Dozens of local vendors were on hand to provide a variety of delicious foods, and area merchants set up their booths. The event took place right outside the new train museum, and children had their choice of train rides or pony rides. Adults were able to check out rides a little more than their size with over 50 antique cars on display. Mayor Dewey Russell said he was pleased with the turnout and hopes to make the festival bigger in years to come. And in 2 weeks, we'll have more on other festivals going on across the state as we visit the Cabell County Pumpkin Festival.
Coming up after the break, we'll see some more additions to the Campus Beautiful. Stay with us. Welcome back to WMLT on PBS. Hundreds of nurses in our area went on strike this past Monday, demanding safer staffing and better benefits. The nurses decided to resort to striking after weeks of failed negotiation with the health system. Appalachian Regional Healthcare proposed a contract that promised an initial 2% pay raise, which would increase to 3% after 4 years. Nurses would also be given the option of working 10 to 12-hour shifts. Still, nurses said this would result in a reduction of holiday pay and would increase insurance premiums. Appalachian Regional Hospital has no plans to return to contract talks.
The Mountain Lions have risen to the occasion yet again. Student athletes in baseball, men's basketball, men and women's cross-country and track, golf, softball, and volleyball had higher academic success rates than the NCAA Division II national average. 3 of the programs actually had 100% academic success rates, and more than 120 student athletes achieved a 3.0 grade point average.
At the beginning of each school year, new students have some troubles adjusting to the new atmosphere, classes, and social life. What about the students who have a language barrier to overcome as well? Dave Burnside has more on how these students are making the transition.
At Concord University, we have students from all over the state, all parts of the country, in fact, from all over the world. I went to Academic Dean Dr. Rao and asked why international students choose Concord.
Concord is one of the few American colleges or universities that make financial aid available to international students.
I went and asked some international students how they found out about Concord.
Dr. Rao and his wife came to Tokyo that I go to school, and he and his wife told me about Concord.
I learned about Concord. I was a high school exchange student when I was 16, and I learned about Concord because most of my friends there came here.
Because the tuition is really cheap in here. Like I look for other university, but it's so kind of expensive.
I asked those same students what they liked about Concord.
It's pretty. I like the green.
Honestly, I like it so far. It is very calm and serene. I like to go out camping. I like the outdoors.
I like to live in here a lot because I live in Tokyo and the environment is really different.
University.
We hope to attract 4 to 5% of our total student body from international student applicants over the next 4 years.
Hopefully we'll be seeing more and more students from other parts of the world. David Burnside, WMLT News.
Each semester, Concord students participate in a series of events they call Jesus Week. But there's one certain element that this whole week is planned around. Rudy Raines has more on this national event.
Around the pole, you'll find students meeting for a special reason.
Jesus Week is generally actually planned around this one thing, around See You at the Pole, and pray for the leaders of the nation, for the administration of the school, and for their students, for the other students and for themselves.
But See You at the Pole isn't just something Concord students put together.
It's like a tradition. I've done it every year since my freshman year of high school, and it's a national tradition too, and actually internationally. It's in Australia and Canada as well. But it was started about 10 years ago by just a couple students, and now it's grown into something really big.
The See You at the Pole website reads, See You at the Pole isn't about groups, grades, clothes, or churches. It's about praying. It's about all of us coming together and laying aside all the labels for one day, simply to call out to God. More than anything, local pastor Sam Cox is glad to see the importance of prayer in students' lives.
To come together in a unity and a unified body to pray and ask the Lord to bless the campus, be with the faculty, the students, and everyone involved on campus. I think it's a great thing.
For WMLT, I'm Rudy Raines. Last year, the Chuck Mathena Center began construction on its new building for the performing arts. It is now nearing completion. The new center will provide a welcoming atmosphere for people of all ages to come and enjoy the arts in the form of art exhibits, local performances, and possibly Broadway shows. The center is preparing to open by June of 2008, with programs starting as early as January. The center will also be offering scholarships to Mercer County students. If you're interested, you can visit their website at www.thechuckmathenacenter.com. West Virginia's Smart 529 College Savings Plan is now making it easier than ever to open an account. The 529 plan aims to shelter funds invested by parents for their children's college tuition. The minimum used to be $100 to open an account. Now it's only $50. Other fees and expenses have been cut by an average of 20% as well. New investment options are now available, and an enhanced customer service system will be available starting tomorrow, October 8th. And you can go to their website at www.smart529.com for more information.
After the brutal beating of Megan Williams, the Black Panther Nation is spreading rumors of assembling in Logan County. The group feels Miss Williams may have been tortured because of her race. A spokesperson for the Black Panther Nation contacted local news stations last Friday, saying that about 50 members will be gathering on Monday. The group later pushed the gathering to Tuesday. Nothing has happened yet, but the group still has authorities, news crews, and the public guessing as to when or if the activists will be making an appearance.
A few weeks ago, we told you a little about the brand new lights on the football field here at Concord. This week, Amber North gives us an in-depth look at where these lights came from and just how much they're changing the scenery on the campus.
With new lights in the stadium, all cameras are on Concord University, where the action can now take place at night. After 6 months, Callahan Stadium now has lights to brighten up the night sky.
Well, the lights created an opportunity to expand the calendar and expand our day, our work day, if you will, or the time that the facility could be used. We've been restricted in the past of how much we could use the Callahan Stadium complex. For example, if we wanted to have intramurals in the evening, whether it be on the tennis courts, the softball field, the football field, it expanded our opportunity to utilize the facility.
The total cost of the lights came to $350,000, but it came as no cost to the college. With help from outside third-party donors and an anonymous donor, all the funding was provided for the project. According to Coach Quick, the lights gave the university something else to be proud of.
They're about 85 to 90 foot candles. To give you an example, Princeton High School Stadium is about 45 foot candles. We're the second brightest lighted stadium in the state after WVU. They're at about 105 to 110 foot candles, and we're at 85 to 90. So in the future, we might want to stream football games or have a regional football game on TV or an event of that nature, we'll be able to do so.
Now with the new lights, Concord is looking brighter than ever. Reporting for WMLT, this is Amber North.
And we'll all be enjoying those lights at this year's homecoming. Tune in 2 weeks to find out everything about Concord's homecoming game against the Yellow Jackets of West Virginia State, and of course the crowning of a new king and queen. And I'm sure there will be plenty more events as well. So I'm pretty pumped about the game this year. I just hope this good weather keeps holding out for the game day.
I hope so too. I have a really good feeling about this game. I think this will be a good one. We're going to pull this one out.
I think so too.
For Rudy Raines and the rest of WMLT, I'm Brian Arnold. We'll see you in 2 weeks.